My name is Rosa Brown. I am 47 years old. I lived near the center of town, but my small house had a garden. I liked my garden very much. It had a lot of flowers. I liked sitting there in the evenings, and at weekends. My husband left me 3 years ago. He said he found someone else. I had no children, no family, but I had a job. I worked in an office. It wasn't near my house, so I often went to work on the bus. I came home on the bus, too. I was a lonely woman. I didn't have many friends, and I didn't talk to many people, and so, I was sad and often bored. One very hot day, I walked home. I didn't want to go on the bus that day. I wanted a walk in the warm sun. In one street, there was a small shop. I looked in the window. There were very old things in the window, and I liked old things. I went into the shop. "Good afternoon," said the man in the shop. "Good afternoon," I said. "Can I look around the shop?" "Please do," he said. So, I looked at the things in the shop. I saw an old doll with a sad face. It wasn't a pretty face, but I liked it. The doll was a little old man, with white hair and black clothes. I thought, perhaps the doll is lonely too. I asked, "How much do you want for this old doll?" The man thought. "Oh, that's £3, he said. I wanted the doll. Why? I didn't know, but I wanted it. £3 was a lot of money for an old doll, but I paid it. I went out with the doll in my hand. I looked at its face. Is it smiling? I wondered. No, I thought, it's only a doll. I said to it, "I'm going to take you home." The doll didn't answer. It was only a doll. So why did I speak to it? Because I was lonely. I put it in my case with my papers from the office. I was tired now, so I got on the bus. The man came for my money, and I bought a ticket. Suddenly, somebody on the bus spoke. "Go away," said the person. "You stupid man, go away." Everybody on the bus looked at me. Did she say that? They wondered. The ticket man was angry with me. Why did she say that, he wondered. He gave me a ticket and went away. He didn't like me. When I got home, I was very tired. Who spoke on the bus? I wondered. I didn't know. I took the doll out of my bag and looked at it. It was only a doll. It wasn't very pretty. It was quite ugly, but it had a smile on its face. That's strange, I thought. I put the doll on the table and had my dinner. I wasn't very hungry, so I only ate some bread and butter. Then I went to bed and slept. I forgot the doll. It was on the table. Morning came and the sun shone into the room. I opened my eyes. There was something on my bed. What is it? I wondered. I looked, and I saw the doll, but I left it on the table. It can't walk. It's only a doll. I didn't understand it. It was very strange. I went to the front door. Are there any letters for me? I wondered. Yes, there were 3 letters with my name and address. But what was this? The letters were open. Who opened them? I didn't know. I ate my breakfast. Then I went to the bus stop and waited. My bus came and stopped for me. I got on with my bag and sat down. There were a lot of people on the bus, and one old woman couldn't sit down. Her face was tired, and I was a kind woman. I stood up for her, and she sat down. Then suddenly, somebody spoke. "You stupid old thing." The woman turned and looked at me. She was very angry. My face went red. Then I remembered the doll. I got off the bus. I couldn't understand it. That doll's at home, I thought. Or is it? I opened my bag and looked inside. The doll was there, with a big smile on its ugly face. I put the doll down on the street and left it there. Then I went to work. That's the end of that doll, I thought. I worked well all day. After work, I walked to the bus stop. But what was that? The doll was at the bus stop. I saw the white hair and the black clothes, and I saw the smile, too. What's happening? I wondered. It's waiting for me. It isn't only a doll. But what is it? I turned and ran away from the bus stop. Then I walked home. I had to walk 3 kilometers to my house. I was very tired. I sat down in a chair and went to sleep. I slept for an hour. Suddenly, there was a big noise in another room. Crash! Smash! I opened my eyes. What's wrong? I wondered. I went into the other room. The doll was there again. It sat on the table and looked at me. My cups and plates were all on the floor. It isn't only a doll, I thought. And it isn't a friend. This is difficult. What can I do? I took the doll into the garden and buried it in the ground. That really is the end of you, I said. You're under the ground now. You won't get out of there. Next day, I went to work on the bus. I didn't have the doll now, and nobody spoke. I worked hard, and I was happy. I came home again that night. I watched television. This is good, I thought. At 11 o'clock, I went to bed. The house was dark and quiet. But an hour later, there was a sudden noise in the night. I sat up in bed. I was cold and afraid. What was that noise? I wondered. The noise was coming from the back door. I was afraid, but I opened the door. It was the doll again. It was dirty from the ground, but it looked at me and smiled. It was a cold smile, and I was very afraid. I looked at the doll and said, "Go away. Please, go away." The doll didn't speak. It only smiled again. I was very angry now. I took the doll into the garden again. I found some wood, and I made a big fire. I lit the fire. Then I put the doll on the top. "Now die," I said. "It's different this time. This will be the end of you." And I smiled. The fire was hot and red. The fire got bigger and bigger. Suddenly, there was a loud cry, and people ran out of their houses. "What's wrong?" they shouted. "There's a big fire in Rosa Brown's garden." Somebody said, "Look," and there was a big fire. The people looked around the house and garden. They couldn't find me. But on the ground near the fire, there was a doll with white hair and black clothes. It wasn't a pretty doll, and there was a smile on its face. What do you think happened to Rosa Brown that night? If you were Rosa Brown, what would you have done? Do let me know in the comments below. If you liked this story, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.